run in your backyard. So why do we need dispensaries if that's the case?
Because at a cooperative like this, we dispense medical grade cannabis. Most people can't grow medical grade cannabis. Most people are able to maybe throw a seed or two in their backyard and hopefully it survives and hopefully it doesn't. But in order to grow quality medical grade cannabis, that's where you have to have a professional grower who knows the ins and outs and then is tested, pharmaceutically tested, and it's appropriate for human consumption.
They said like 1,500 people could be laid off if this happens. How many people work here, and what are their job descriptions?
Well, we have job descriptions here from front desk that do admins. We have some that are the intake managers, who their responsibility is to oversee the medicine that comes in. We also have our bud tenders who dispense the medicine to the different patients that come here, and then management staff. And then we also have our Can Academy. It's the first cannabis college. I teach 21 horticulture classes. We teach the science of growing medical grade cannabis here. We actually have 46 hours of curriculum broken up into 21 separate horticulture classes.
The city wants to limit it to 10 dispensaries. Do you think 10 dispensaries are enough?
You know, that's actually a very interesting question, because the market can kind of demand how many it needs. Right now, the city says there's roughly 90 dispensaries with tax licenses operating in the city. Out of those, they think there's maybe about 80 that actually are operating as collectives in this type of manner. With that said, I don't know exactly what the total number is. Probably somewhere around 30 or so is what's going to end up being an appropriate number, I would imagine.
Do you think that's an appropriate number? Do you think that's enough?
Somewhere around 30 to 40 collectives for a city of this size is pretty fair, as long as they're the well-run, well-operated, well-regulated collectives. Those are the ones that have to abide by state law, have certain distances from sensitive use areas like children's facilities, kindergarten through 12th grade, other sensitive receptors. I'll give you guys the rest of the tour. So you can see over here, we have a number of different plants. The plants that you see up on the top shelf, those are our clones. Those actually come out of the school, which is Can Academy. The clones are all done in-house so that we can assure the genetics of the flowers themselves, to make sure that we keep the genetics that we say they are, because patients use medical cannabis for certain ailments and certain conditions. What you have here is the lineup of different flowers and different medicine that we have. All the jars are color coordinated. The color coordination associates with recommended reimbursement amount. So starting over here on the yellow side is our yellow label, which is $11 a gram and 32 1/8. Then it kind of goes up from the green to the orange to the red to our connoisseur strain. The recommended donation amount reflects different strains, because different strains have different amounts of work and labor that's entailed to go into them. Different strains grow at different lengths of time. Which are right over here. Not all patients smoke cannabis. So by not smoking cannabis, you're able to ingest. These are in pill form here. We have waxes, we have salves, lotions, ice cream, capsules again, and then a whole slew of different edibles that patients are able to take to ease whatever their ailments are.
Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, and he said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers they gathered for the feast. They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill